YouTube, good evening to you guys. Good evening. Let's set the camera down. Okay. All right, using my iPhone here today. I wanted to use my webcam on my laptop, but can't do it now because it's dark. Not enough lighting here, and it was too dark, too dark. I know I look terrible. Let you guys know that I'm just now, well, not 100%, but I'm kind of getting over this little flu I got. And I think I caught it from my daughters because when they were here, I've been wiping their noses a lot. They were coughing a lot. And so they passed it on to me. So on Monday, I took them back home on Sunday. And on Monday morning, I was achy all over the place. My legs, my arms, my back. I didn't have any energy. And I was coughing up mucus, and I was just, it was pretty bad. So I slept all day, didn't study. I tried to listen to some stuff. I said, you know what? Turn this junk off, go to sleep. I slept the whole day Monday. And then Tuesday, I pretty much slept the whole day. But Wednesday, today is Wednesday, right? What's the day? Well, today, oh, it's Thursday now. But I started feeling better. Actually, Tuesday evening, I started feeling a little better. And then Wednesday, I felt a lot better. And now, I'm feeling better. I have my strength. It's just that I have sore throat and cough a little bit, and I'm still stuffy with that stuff. But at least I have my strength. I'm not aching all over the place. So, excuse me. I'm looking all terrible, looking tired. But that's how it is when you're sick. I'm going to go ahead and get this hair cut tomorrow. But this time, we're going to do it. We're gonna do it by ourselves because I'm self-taught, right? I'm always self-taught. Look, I got these bad boys right here. We gonna get busy with these tomorrow. Take them down. Got me a brand new pair of Andes clippers, and I got the Andes outliners. Yeah, we gonna take it down. Take it down. All right, let's get to this topic of the video. I'm gonna talk about marriage. Okay. I could talk about marriage because I have a lot of experience. I've been married for a long time. 12 years. I was in a 12-year relationship, 12-year marriage relationship. So I understand the marriage and how it works and whatnot. And this is basically just to give people advice on what to do, what you should do during a marriage if you want to keep a happy marriage, if you want to, have a strong marriage. I give you my advice, and because like I said, I have experience, and I know what I'm talking about. I know this. So, marriage, we all know marriage is a bond. It's a very sacred bond between two people. You promise that you will love each other, you support each other till the day you die. We all know that. Those are the basics. But unfortunately, it don't it doesn't always happen. You have problems. Everyone has problems in marriages. It just doesn't always work. But that's part of life. There's obstacles in life, and we have to go through those obstacles. But you can prevent those obstacles, okay? You can prevent them. When you marry someone, when you're in a relationship with them, it's all about support. It's all about true love. It's all about truthfulness, mindfulness, all of that stuff, hand in hand, okay? And if you're not getting support from, and I'm not talking about financial support, I'm talking about the support where, you know, let's say you're interested in something, okay? Whatever you're interested in, provided that it's, it makes sense, it's not illegal, whatever, it's legit, then me being the husband, I should support you, especially if I see a future in that. If I see that it can help you gain something, go level up, go to the next level, potentially, I should support you any way I can. That's just common sense. Even with kids, if it's something that your kids like and you see that they have a talent for it and you see a promising future for that, then you should support them. That's just common sense. We all know that's common sense, and that's what should happen in the relationship. You guys gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna take some sips of orange juice because this little. Oh man, don't get sick. Don't get sick. But anyway, we all know that's common sense. Support is a big role in a relationship. If you're not getting any support, and again, I'm not talking about financial support. I'm talking about support in what you love to do. You know, if you're not getting any support in that, that's going to affect the relationship. It may not affect the relationship right away, but it will over time deteriorate. The relationship will start to go bad. Okay, you endure so much, and it will finally come to a point to where you're fed up. And for most people, what happens? You got people, they end up finding another partner. They commit adultery or whatever. A lot of things happen, in these type of relationships. That could be one of the reasons for that happening. So you have to make sure the support is there when you with someone. Like I said, as long as it's something that, it's pretty, like I said, it's legit. It's not illegal. It's something that is promising, something that's very positive, that can do great for you and your family in the future. You should support that. Why not? See? And then, of course, being truthful and being honest. You have to be honest with each other. I know there are some petty things that we all have to lie about sometimes, but for the most part, it should always be the relationship. You should always be honest with each other. You shouldn't be lying about certain things, because eventually, you may be able to get away with the lies, but it's going to catch up with you. Okay. It may take a couple years. It may take, several years or whatever, but it always catches up in some way. And when that time comes, you're like, oh man, how did that happen? Because it's karma. When you do that, especially when you married, you lying and you doing all this stuff behind this person's back, you're not telling them, being honest and being mindful, that all that stuff comes back on you. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about being in a marriage or any type of relationship. But we talk about marriage because a marriage is more serious. That's a step up from just having a girlfriend or boyfriend. That's serious stuff. And yeah, I don't even know. I think the support, being honest, and taking care of each other, all that stuff, go hand in hand, and that's important in any relationship, So I just wanted to rant a little bit about this before I go to bed. I'm sick as heck. I shouldn't even be making this video, but I just felt that, it's been a while since I made some videos talking about random topics. But yeah, that's marriage. I know a lot of people say, well, you don't have to get married. You don't have to get it documented. That's a documented. You can just be together and be, which is true. You can be with someone, but when you marry with someone, it seems more sacred. It seems more, it's closed, because if you're not married to someone, then it's like you both still have freedom. So it's almost like you can do whatever you want. You can go sleep with whoever you want. You can go do this and do that, and that's not really committing adultery, because you guys not married. So you're open. It's almost like an open relationship. I'm not advocating that and saying that's what people should do, but that's what happens a lot of the times. But yeah. So before you get married, you definitely want to make a decision and make sure it's something that you want to do, and make sure you want to do it with the right person. Don't just jump into a marriage. Don't if you know this person less than a year, I wouldn't recommend marrying a person because it's not enough time. You have to get to know this person inside out. And when I say inside out, I mean moving with this person, living with them at a certain time. Move with this person so you can wake up with that person and see that person every day. Get to know them in and out, so you know who you're going to marry. Because if you don't know who you're marrying, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up with you in the long run. And you're going to be like, was this the woman I really married? So definitely don't hop into any marriages. I know, some people say true love at first sight. This is the person I know I want to marry, but we've seen this so many times over the years where people get married and they end up getting divorced like 2 months later. Why? Because they didn't know each other. They didn't spend enough time with each other. They just thought it was love at first sight, and they felt that they needed to get married right away. That's just too fast. Now, you do have an exceptions. You do have your exceptions sometimes. You have exceptions where some people, they get married real quick and their marriage lasts forever. Like they married for a long time. You always have exceptions. You always have those exceptions. But if you look at the percentage is higher of those people getting married early and then getting divorced early. It always happens. So get to know the person, get to know them, move in with them, because that's when you really get to know someone, when you living with them. Okay. When you have your separate places, I mean, you still can get to know each other by visiting them every day and whatnot. But when you truly live with someone, that's when you really starting to, when you're getting to know who they really, really are, because they, their habits will come out, just everything will come out. Everything is out on the plate, on the table. You can't, it's really hard to hide certain things if you're living with the person, so keep that in mind. And, I think to touch more on, being apart, now I don't want to make this sound contradictory, but being apart is actually a good thing. When you're in a relationship, it could be marriage or girlfriend, boyfriend, that it's good to take time away from each other. It's really good because you start missing each other. You start appreciating each other more. And I think when you do this actually it will make the relationship stronger, because you're getting, it's basically you're getting used to that person. You're getting used to them. Not I wouldn't necessarily say like you're tired, you become tired of them, but you're getting used to them. So it's like waking up every day with them. It's like it's a normal thing. So, you kind of start taking it for granted naturally when you're not paying attention. So I think when you're in a relationship, in a marriage or whatever, I think it's cool to take some time away. I know you got some people out there, they kind of, they like, oh, I want to know what he's doing and she's doing. She's not here. I haven't seen her for a couple of days. But, if you guys build up that trust and when we're together long enough, that shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem at all. But definitely being separated for a couple of days, whatever, a whole weekend, definitely helps keep the relationship strong, because you want, like I said, you want to constantly appreciate one another, because once one person in the relationship begins to stop appreciating the other, that's when problems going to happen, because they're going to start feeling entitlement. They're going to start feeling, oh man, ooh. They're going to start feeling entitled. They're going to start being selfish. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous for relationships. Yeah. So, just some things to keep in mind for your future relationships. And, also, just some good advice that you can, tell some younger people, tell some other friends, before they hop into marriages. When you fall in love with someone, it's kind of hard, to tell someone or someone to tell you that, you should do this. I mean, it's your decision, but, to try to get advice, it's hard. But, definitely try to listen to the advice because it's serious. You know, you don't want to go through a process where you married and you start having difficulties. Then you have to go through a divorce, and then you have to go through all these difficulties. You know, when all that stuff could have been avoided had you got to know the person a little better before you made that decision to get married or the decision to get into a relationship with that person. And this video is 15 minutes. What else? There was something else I wanted to say. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know most of you aren't married yet. I know a lot of you probably, if you're my age or older, you're married, been married. What do you think about this marriage thing? What what do you think about it? I would love to see the responses to this. Maybe I should have waited until I got better to make this video, but I just felt the urge to make it. But yeah, let me conclude this video. 16 minutes, and I just want to talk about marriage and that stuff. And hope you guys have a great night. It's almost a weekend. I'm gonna, as far as the level ups, I don't have anything to put up this week except for a verbal boxing video. And I was actually supposed to put that video up last week, but I didn't have time. And then I wanted to put it up on Monday, but I ended up getting sick. But don't worry, guys. I'm still here and still have the good content for you. You just have to be patient. You know, sometimes I have some things going on that I have to put more focus on. But for the most part, I'm still making videos and I'm always bringing out level up stuff. So, all right, that's it. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Those of you who have been married or married in the past or whatever, or are married, what do you think about this topic? The things that I mentioned, you know, as far as loyalty, support, and honesty, and all that stuff. So, just another random video, some food for thought, and thanks for viewing, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.